I'm loving the pullover.
You like it, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, that is.
Pretty sick.
Has Kaylin been able to keep her hands off you?
Not barely, not hardly.
Yes,
And then
I can promise you she has.
Good gracious. She's like, okay, he's taking the pullover off. Like, I'm good. I'll be able to come. Oh my gosh, t-shirt.
Oh my gosh,
T-shirt off. Like, oh my gosh, he got it tattooed on his chest. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, there's a towel by his nightstand. Oh wait, but it's logoed as well. I haven't put it on my golf bag yet. No, dude, I got.
Do you keep your club? Do you keep your clubs in y'all's room?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't typically leave them in my vehicle though. Do you?
I'm a vehicle guy.
No, I keep them in the garage.
I'm a garage guy.
I would.
The only problem
I would forget them 80% of the time.
Here's the only reason I do leave it in my truck is if I think I may play golf the next day, and I don't want to get caught sneaking, and I don't want to get caught sneaking. Like if I don't want to get caught sneaking them, I'll like put it in at some point in time and leave them over. I know I'm going to play at a certain date, and I can sneak them into my truck without being caught. That's when I'll.
So wouldn't you just keep them in your truck every night except for Monday night because Tuesday the course is closed?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There's a chance of you teeing it up Monday through Friday.
No, not true.
Oh, I get questioned on it because I will go out like after, whenever we record at nights or whatever, I'll go down and I will go put the clubs in my truck just because I'm feeling frisky because we've done a great show. I'm thinking at least I'm going to go hit some balls tomorrow.
I tell you what,
and
I'm a weak individual.
I come back in and my wife's like, "Why'd you put the clubs in your truck? Are you playing golf tomorrow?" I'm like, "I don't have any plans."
I'm going to sell them, babe. Use the money for our family.
I'm a very weak individual. So if they're in my truck, I'm gonna spin by the club at some point in time.
Okay, let's pause.
What's that? No, not yet. I got to make sure we know what we're talking about first. Make sure we know what we're talking. I'm getting my links pulled up. Yeah, if I do that, I won't do it. So we're gonna go PIP results.
Yeah,
and a little of that Tiger tweet.
I love that Tiger tweet. The fact that guy did the research on that's pretty impressive.
And then
there's some obscure stats. I'm not quite sure how you all right, let's figure out this stat.
Yeah, there's some very obscure ones. Justin Ray. Did y'all have a good New Year?
It was uneventful.
Uneventful.
Good, man.
Yeah, did you win the drawdown?
Y'all went like out, didn't you, Nate?
We did. But
you didn't. Did you win the drawdown? You did not.
No. Did not win the drawdown. Ate a little, drank a little.
Did I win it?
I don't know what your number was. You didn't send it to me. So I could have been your proxy.
I didn't even get one.
You didn't even get a number?
No, so I must not even been in it. All right, so I'm ready.
I won like part of one at the Elks Club one year because we got a guy that works for us, engineer who sells us the tickets.
Don't tell people that you go to the Elks Club.
I don't go to the Elks Club, but I did win part of the drawdown. Although I didn't win as much as my boss did one year. He won like the whole granddaddy out. He won like 12 grand.
All right, I got my stuff up. Y'all ready to go?
Won like $250.
No doubt.
All right.
250.
You sure?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's the first episode of the new year. I have no idea what number, though. I think it's 119.
119.
119.
I looked it up ahead of time.
Baby.
Yes, the Dadbod Golf Pod, first episode of 2022. We're ready to rock and roll. Proud members of the Believe Podcast Network, the #1 podcast network for professionals and us. This episode is brought to you by Betonline.ag. Head to the new website, new desktop, use coupon code BLEAV50, get a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Gentlemen, it starts there. And you know what? The year starts right now, right here.
Yes.
Let's go, gentlemen. Happy to see you.
It begins the first full year of Dadbod Golf Pod.
The first
full year.
Full calendar year.
Yes, it does. Yep.
The first full fiscal year of the
Dadbod Golf Pod's fiscal year does not start on the 1st. It starts on the 3rd.
Let's go.
I love it.
I'm fired up. I know we're all fired up. It's time to talk some golf.
Yep.
And to be honest, it's a little slow right now. So we've go ahead, Nate.
Last weekend without golf for the next 9 months.
Yes.
We go 9 months straight after this.
Love it.
Pretty awesome.
Love it. It's right. So this is the last full weekend, and then I think the first tournament of the year, which is the Century. Am I correct? You got two
Ben
Hawaii.
will not be playing in.
Nope, I won't be able
Because
to
he
play.
didn't
in
win
it.
the year prior. Exactly. Which, whatever.
Even though
All
you
right.
said you could play in any tournament. Whatever.
Bill will be.
Only one. You could only win one. That was clearly what we said. All right. So first
Leave it in the
tournament.
past.
Yes. First tournament is actually not. Is it? I don't know. Who cares?
So 2021.
Anyway, we're fired up for the year. And this is one of the things that came out over the weekend that we wanted to talk about is that the PIP was randomly awarded without any fanfare or
We
like
think,
coverage. We think.
like all the articles say, that Mickelson claims.
Yeah, exactly. So Phil
Just cut right to the chase there, Ben. Just throw that punchline right on out
So
there.
a report comes out. Obviously, we all thought it would be a shoe-in for Tiger. That Phil Mickelson, and the report was him tweeting that he won the $8 million prize for being the PIP winner, whatever that means. We have no idea what that means.
He's the pippest of the pip.
He's the pippiest
Straight
pip.
pippin'.
Yep.
Pippin ain't easy,
Pippin is easy. If
except for
if you're
Phil.
Yep.
Except for Phil. But yeah, so he said, I'd like to thank all the crazies and real supporters too for helping me win the PIP. To get the second half of the money, I have to add an event I haven't played in a while. See ya, Kapalua. P.S. I'll try to find another hot, controversial topic soon. So he's playing in the Century.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go, Phil. Let's
I
go,
love Phil and Kapalua.
Thoughts.
I love it. So I love everything about this because you picked a guy who, and I think he's proving in that tweet why he won.
Yep.
And he just, not only did he like, hey, thanks, I'm excited about winning the PIP. Like he basically alienated Tiger in that series of tweets. He pumped up himself in a big way, and deservedly so. I am just loving I really had mixed emotions about Tiger winning the PIP with teeing it up in a scramble.
Yeah.
Playing a 2-man scramble all year.
I know. I'm with you, Ben. What did you think about it?
I was kind of shocked that Phil ended up winning it because I think the preliminary numbers had Tiger still with a huge lead. So I didn't know that Phil really tweeted anything like the last month and a half to put him up there or to drive sales or what. I don't know. So I was a little shocked at it, but I like that Phil did. I like the fact that Phil came in first and Tiger reportedly came in second. And the two guys that probably know the least about social media are leading the way, even though this was quote unquote a social media contest.
Phil has made leaps and bounds though. I don't know if Tiger's ever actually tweeted anything that comes from his account, but
never.
Phil has fireside chats with Phil. Remember that?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Phil going 75 miles an hour in a golf cart with his PGA Championship trophy strapped in beside him and like live video streaming it. That was epic as well.
And he carried it over into things because like the day that he shot, I don't know what he shoot, like 75, 76 or something. Yeah. And somebody asked him about it. He goes, "It's okay though.
I won the PGA.
I won the PGA.
I will say that
his personality carried over into that.
If what you say is true about Tiger having the big lead, Tiger would have generated the most buzz of the entire year within the last.
I know. That's why I'm wondering.
That's kind of interesting.
I'm wondering if Sports Illustrated just completely snowballed all of us and just put some bull crap out there that everyone's like, "Oh, Tiger's going to win it."
If we don't even know, because we don't know who 3 through 10 is, correct?
Yeah,
we don't. 11, which we'll get to that.
We do know that Colin
don't kill the.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil
it. I'm sure that was top of the line for you to talk about.
I didn't want to give it away yet.
Yeah, maybe no one's heard it.
Yeah, maybe nobody.
Maybe we're the only people to see that tweet that had 40,000 likes.
So you got Tiger came in second. He got $6 million just for being Tiger, apparently. And then we have no idea who 3 through 10 are, but we do know that they split. Let's see. It says
they gave us the rundown. I think
3 through 7 is $3.5 million.
3rd through 6 we get 3.5. 7 through 10 get 3, and Colin Morikawa finish in unlucky 11th, and he will receive absolutely nothing.
Not a dime. Number 2 player in the world, 2 wins, a major, got engaged, won the Ryder Cup by himself, sexiest man on the planet, depending on who you ask.
Starred in Indiana Jones.
And Goonies.
Yeah.
And Goonies.
Short round. Here's my thing on him, though. He has no presence on social media whatsoever.
Nah, he's pretty weak.
He doesn't even try.
No, his fiance probably does Instagram better. She's probably running his Instagram account.
It's a lot of pictures of her, so that's probably true.
Yeah, everything has a picture of her in it, not him. So I'm sure that she's running hers and she's putting her pictures on his. So he probably has never even looked at it.
So what are the odds that Max Homa got in here?
He didn't. He already tweeted out that he didn't.
Really?
Yeah, he was. That was. We're gradually finding out when you follow the pro golfers on Twitter who didn't get it, because he said, "I guess I'll need to change my strategy about Joel Dahmen and making fun of him." So here is my my olive branch that I'm just paraphrasing here. Here's my olive branch to him, letting him know that we can be friends in 2022, and hopefully it'll work out for the best for us, because it didn't do so well this year. So apparently both Homa and Dahmen are out. Like they didn't make the. So
I didn't have Dahmen on my list.
I didn't either, but I think just because Max Homa was tagging him and everything, I thought maybe he'd get a little bit of love, because every time he tweeted, he would put Joel Dahmen's name in there.
You want to try to guess who the 3 through 10 are?
Yes,
absolutely. So,
in any particular order?
Nah, we're just trying to get them. So we're on record, and then when it finally does come out, we'll know. Right. So right off the bat, I mean, unfortunately, Bryson's going to be in there.
Wow, that was awkward.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's very awkward.
But hey, the good thing, or maybe it makes it more awkward, like when your ex and your current girlfriend at the same party, Rory is most likely in there too.
That's true. Yep. That's true. So we could shove it in his face, roar.
And believe it or not, Bryson and Rory don't know that you have dated one and are now dating the other.
No.
Well, that's good.
It kind of makes it better for you.
Can't wait till that gets released.
That's a good thing. So yeah, Bryson, Rory, Brooks for sure.
Yeah,
that's 3.
I say JT.
Think JT?
I think JT.
He's good on
DJ,
social media.
I think JT and DJ, because DJ was, according to Sports Illustrated, up there, and he's got Paulina that's going to keep his social media presence.
But he had a really bad year.
He did,
for his standards.
Tiger had a 0 year.
Yeah, no. Remember,
but the thing is,
player of the year.
You can't factor in the year.
You can when you don't. You're not very active on like social media or things like that.
He went undefeated in the Ryder Cup. Like everybody was tweeting about it. They're tagging him in everything.
I guess that's a decent point. He did play really well in the Ryder Cup.
Morikawa played about as good as anybody could this year, except for Patrick Cantlay, and didn't get in. So.
Hey, could that be number 6?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think Cantlay. I don't know if he has much of a social media. His social media presence is just that picture of him and those 5 girls. Like,
yeah.
I gotta think, 5. Even though he didn't do anything on tour, he was the talk of not getting his card. Ricky had to be in there, I think.
He's a social media
sensation,
titan.
Yep. So I got Ricky in that top 10. So I bet
you're right.
Bryson, JT, Rory, Brooks, and Ricky. 3, 4, 5.
So think about this.
So we got 2 more. We got 2 more that have to go in.
I think Ricky too, because like this, one of the criteria, the Meltwater mentions tracks how often a player is mentioned across global media. Like every single week, it was like, is Ricky going to keep his card, or Ricky didn't play in the U.S. Open, or has to qualify for the U.S. Open, all this kind of stuff. So I think you're right. I think that one's in for sure.
See, like I guess the thing with a guy like Max Homa is that the golf community loves Max Homa, but he hasn't built enough of a rapport outside the golf community because he hasn't performed at a high level.
He's a pretty niche guy, but we love.
Yeah. In our PIP, in the Dadbod Golf Pod PIP,
he's top 3.
Yeah, you got top 3 behind Tiger and Charlie.
So we got 6. We need 2 more.
Yeah, we need 2 more. And I'm going to go, I would venture to say, just from social media, and he's pretty active, Ian Poulter may be in there.
No, stop. Take that back. Run it back. Cut that out of the recording. No.
Why?
Jon Rahm?
No.
You seen the likes he gets anytime he drives up in one of his cars? Like, they love his cars. It's got nothing to do with his golf game. And it was a Ryder Cup year. People were talking about him. You got to think outside the U.S., man.
I'm going to say Jon Rahm for sure.
He's got a good little social media game. Also, a
lot of headlines. The COVID thing. I bet
he made that money back. He made that money back.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go with John Rahm. So we got one more. We got one more. Since I'm not allowed to put Poltz in there.
You can put him in there. I just think that's a trash pick.
Do you think it could be let's see. We already got
Patrick Reed.
We got Justin Thomas. I mean,
it can't be Fat Priest.
Patrick Reed moves the needle.
Could it be Spieth or Finau?
I don't think.
I think Spieth has been a little bit too quiet.
Yeah, you're right. But he came back a little bit and he won.
Yeah, which
and
I guess he's always he's got that
shot.
Got that Ricky-esque.
He hit the shot at the Ryder Cup, even though they lost that match. He hit that.
He got the headlines for getting
towering.
Married too.
Yeah, he had a baby.
Yeah,
I'm saying Spieth.
I think that might be a good pick.
We'll go with Spieth.
If it's Poulter, A, I will eat crow, and B, I will stand outside the PGA Tour headquarters with a sign that just has Poulter with a line through it.
Yeah, no,
he's a joke.
No, we'll go with Spieth.
No, we won't go.
We'll go 3 through 10 in no particular
order. We know
DJ, Poulter. Bryson, JT, Rory, Brooks, Ricky, Rahm, and Spieth. I wonder how close we are. I think we're
which is crazy. The amount of guys that are a decent bit behind Morikawa in the world golf rankings, and he is 11th.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, man, Colin.
If I was him, I would text the 10th place guy and just send him a picture of my British Open trophy.
Yeah.
Or your number 2 world golf ranking.
Yep.
Send him that picture. Send that. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Don't get me wrong. Phil has done a good job of posting his own stuff, but you also got to have a good social media team. As you said, I mean, number one, Tiger is Tiger. So he's never tweeted or posted anything.
He operates more as a business. His Twitter is more of a business.
Exactly.
And even DJ has said that. So, I mean, I think he's up there too, but I mean, who's helping him? Paulina's people that promote her. I mean, is that the same, him having the Gretzky connection have they got a team behind the scenes that's pushing that stuff?
I hope Poulter is 10 and that when it came out, Morikawa just sent him a picture of like the Ryder Cup final score and said, take your $3 million because you need it because you're never going to make a cut again, probably.
Ouch. Nate coming out guns blazing for 2022.
2022 is not the year of Ian Poulter.
No, not at all.
But go ahead and slap that gooch button.
I think those years are behind him.
Slap the gooch button.
Slap the gooch button.
I'm looking through the world golf rankings and nothing's really jumping out at me as somebody that could Patrick Reed get part of it just because people tune in to hate him?
He moves the needle.
He could have an honorable mention. I still think Spieth gets in ahead of him.
Yeah. I mean, we did just pretty much go like through the top 10 in the world for the most part. Top 14 in the world
has been proven that is not.
And then Phil's like 50.
He's like 300th in the world.
But there's no big names out there and that
Matsuyama.
Yeah, but like outside of
the Masters win was huge.
Well, I know it was huge, but globally, his caddy went more viral than he did, I think.
Yes, but that still gets connected back to him.
It could be.
I would not discount now that I think about it, Matsuyama. Now I don't know. It's weird because that was back in April, and if it's the whole year, but like if it's global searches, Japan searched Matsuyama's name like a gazillion times in probably 3 days.
That's true. His social media. I don't know what kind of presence he has on social media.
Yeah.
Zero.
How often he was featured on a television broadcast? Didn't he have 2 wins? He won at the Zozo too, right?
That's the time that he was the most popular. Did you guys ever see that?
Did he win the Zozo?
I don't think he won the Zozo, but when he was playing,
he played pretty trash pretty much the rest of the year.
When they held it over there, and he
played good in the Olympics.
When they played host to the Zozo, he did play in the Olympics. Did y'all ever see that bit that he had Rory and Tiger trying to teach them Japanese whenever he was he was writing on chalkboard?
Oh, nope. So that's why I didn't win the PIP because I didn't see it.
There it is. Yep.
That
should have gone viral. That was awesome. It was.
Are you on the PIP committee, Kyle?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
He does have a logoed shirt. Hey,
it's a secret. I do have a logoed shirt though.
You have a logoed remember Dadbods shirt.
Yep. You remember the college football committee? What a joke.
Playoff committee. Speaking of that,
is that the PIP committee? Is that what you're talking about?
Speaking of that, they said that like there's only been 3 out of 16 college playoff games that have been like within one possession games at the end of the year.
Yeah, the New Year's Six Bowls were awesome. The playoff games sucked.
The Rose Bowl was just crunk.
Yes.
That was an awesome game.
Yes.
The Rose Bowl and the Music City Bowl. Those were great.
You got Kentucky winning a New Year's Six Bowl. You've got Notre Dame losing. There was some great stuff. I know this is a golf podcast, but what's up?
There was some good football stuff over the weekend.
Yeah,
for sure. Speaking of stuff that's just good in general.
Man, what a incredible transition to
that
start
segue
off
of 2022. Only can go up from here. Swannies.co. Guys, if you haven't heard it, now is the time to lock in. Swannies.co is the best up and coming golf brand out there. Their new line is dropping soon. Check them out. You'll get a 25% off coupon off your order. Literally anytime you go make an order, it doesn't expire. You can use it 100 times. Dadbod Golf Pod -25. Take 25% off your next order. We love them. They're awesome. They're it's like we got friends that are on the sales team now. Like we're really excited for them, and hopefully they're going to really take off in 2022. Jump on the train now. Swannies.co. Segueing a little bit from PIP. You can only talk so much about PIP before it gets kind of boring.
Unless you're feeling you got $8 million.
Yeah, the runner-up, Mr. Tiger Woods, had a birthday over the past couple of days. When is his birthday? Is it the 30th?
The 30th. 30th, and he turned 46.
46 years old. He's already joking about getting a cart when he turns 50.
That was his quote that was released on his birthday. He said 4 more years to a cart.
Yeah, exactly. Well, nice. Ben sent us a tweet that just absolutely went berserk. It said
Zootenhoot.
Yeah, it went berserk. It said Tiger Woods turns 46 today, and to celebrate, we're going to post some of his most ridiculous stats. So he goes through and it's just a list of stats that are just absolutely absurd.
This guy works for the Athletic, PGA Tour, USGA.
Justin Ray Golf at Justin Ray Golf. Hey, Justin Ray, good job with this.
Yeah,
this blows your mind.
This was digging deep, man.
All right,
this is ridiculous.
So who wants to pick out their favorite one?
I had one that, let's see.
I'll go ahead and tell you what mine is.
Go ahead, Ben.
Nate's looking. Mine's the very first one. The best par in majors.
Way to dig deep, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, 97, 09. Well, I mean, it's only like 10 things that he posted. So, but the fact that Tiger is 134 under par, and the closest one to him is Phil, who is 99 over.
That's best score to par. That's best score to par in majors, 97 through 2009. So that 12-year stretch, Tiger Woods in majors was 134 under, and the closest person was within 250 strokes was Phil.
That's unbelievable.
That's absurd. And Phil was plus 99, so he was 99 over. Ernie Els was 118 over.
What's crazy about this.
What do you even say?
Silly.
During that time in 97 to 09, they said that pros were taking the cheap way out because they said when we show up and he's in the tournament, we know that we're wondering who else we're playing against because he's got it. And when you see a stat like this, you're like, well, no wonder. The dude's 134 under and the closest guy to him is 99 over. Hell yeah, we're playing for second because first is wrapped up easily.
Lapping the field.
You're ready for mine? Can I do mine?
Yeah, you do yours.
All right, here we go. This is great. I'm a big putting stat guy. So in 3 years, 04, 05, 06, Tiger had 1,466 putts from 3 feet and in, measured by shot length. He only missed 3.
It's a pretty good percentage.
That's disgusting.
Out of essentially 1,500 putts. Now I'm sure there's a lot of those that were tap ins. Like it said 3 feet and in, but there's a lot of 3 footers.
Some of those are 3 feet.
You got a knee knocker from 3 feet, and it's good. Just pick it up. You're in a tournament and just pick it up. There's no point.
That's incredible.
This would be the thing where he would laugh at Nate when Nate does that whole thing where he makes you put out the first few times just to make sure you're going to put them and before he starts giving them to you.
Yeah.
If he
I'm not giving Tiger anything.
And I can guarantee he knows that stat, Nate, and he goes 3 times in 1,500 putts, bud. But
He's
okay,
99.
But what if I make him put a 2.5 footer and he misses it and I yell 4 and run away?
He's 99.79% from 3 feet in.
Pretty good.
That's crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. Nate, what's yours?
I didn't want it to be the second one, but it is. In the last 60 years, there are 3 instances of a player winning 5 or more PGA Tour starts in a row. They belong to Tiger with 7, Tiger with 6, and Tiger with 5.
That's incredible.
3 separate occasions. So he's medaling. He's got gold, silver, and bronze as far as consecutive starts.
I like that. The delivery of that tweet was amazing. The way he set it up. They belong to Tiger Woods 7, Tiger Woods 6.
It didn't say
Tiger
just
Woods.
Tiger has all of them. Yeah.
That's incredible. So go ahead.
Well, I was going to say another one that kind of impressed me because we've talked about this with other players that are American-born players, and so they play over here. They don't play on the European Tour. Tiger's 3rd most all-time on European Tour wins.
That's pretty.
And he's not part of the European Tour.
He's never played it full time.
Yeah. 3rd all-time. That's crazy.
That's just from him in his early days playing the Scottish Open and the British Open, and that's pretty much it. And then he's quit playing the Scottish Opens. He just goes over there now and he just plays the British Open / as Kyle would say, the Open Championship.
That's like the tweet I saw where the lady made a hole in one and she had just started playing golf and her scorecard was like 9-9-9-1-9-9-9. That's just it's kind of what it feels like.
That's crazy. Then the last one, and then we can move on. But over the last 10 seasons, players with a 3+ shot lead entering the final round of a PGA Tour event have gone on to win 61% of the times. Okay, so over the last 10 years, if you got a 3+ shot lead, only 61% of those dudes have won it. Okay, have ended up going on to win. Okay, Tiger in that same span had 25 opportunities, and he won all 25. He won all 25.
Just
like he was gonna close your ass out. Like never coming back.
Lost.
There's that story that they tell about his dad whenever he won the first Masters in '97, and when he finally took the lead, and his dad looked at somebody said something to his dad. And
what's he gonna do next?
Yeah, he said, "Well, he's not giving it up. He's not giving it.
He's gonna add to it."
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he won't give up the lead. Like now that he has it, he won't give it back. And everybody just kind of thought that was kind of pompous of him to say that. Turns out he was pretty damn right. I mean,
I think he went to shoot like 20 under in that Masters, something crazy.
That one sticks out in my mind. And when it was, I can't remember if it had to be the PGA Championship that was out at Pebble that Ernie came in second, but he beat him by like 21 or 18 shots or something.
Yes.
I think only 14 or 16. Yeah.
But like coming into the last 3 holes, the announcers were doing everything in their power. I remember watching it and they were like, if he does this, there's a chance. I'm like, there's no chance. The guy could tee off with his putter the last 5 holes and play his putter in and probably still win the tournament. He's not losing this.
Tiger could have turned around on the 18th tee, hit his driver back into the water, dropped on the 17th green, and played the 18th hole with his putter from the 17th green, and he would have won the 2000.
And he still would have won. Yes.
That's
phenomenal. That kind of stuff's amazing to me.
So this is an article I found too. This just came out last year. Tiger. All right. So the 1997 Masters, he shot 18 under. It was his first major.
Then Tiger proof it.
Tiger Woods set or tied 27 Masters records in that one tournament. He set or tied 27 Masters. This is a show one day. I'm not even going to go into this article because we could dissect this whole thing. This would be a good show one day.
Yeah, we need to do this whole Tiger show because I said 10. There's like 20 tweets. We need to break these down one day and go over all of them.
Yeah,
just gonna do the rest of the show from right here.
Absolutely, I love it. You know what else I love? That's Primo Golf Apparel joggers. They are a new and up and coming brand as well. Those guys are awesome. They wanted to start working with us. We love working with them. Blaine sort of kind of put them on the map, so to speak. And we will pretty much do whatever Blaine does. So
we kind of put Blaine on the map.
Yeah, we did. We're trying to put Blaine on the map.
Yeah,
but Primo Golf Apparel.
We're just doing what he tells us to do.
Exactly. The best feeling pants that are out there. They got joggers. They're coming out with the full length pants as well. I bet those are just going to be spectacular as well. But like they're kind of known for the joggers. Use coupon code DADPOD15. Take 15% off your next order. They got like 10 colors. They always have good stock. Check them out. They're great. Love them. Make joggers a thing. Primo Golf Apparel. Love them. All right. The last thing we're going to talk about before we leave, there was an article that came out over the weekend. I don't know. John Daly he had a good weekend. Let's just say John Daly had a good weekend. He's coming off his PNC. The Hogs win the whatever bowl game they were in.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. He
was lit up on the sideline, guys. They did a sideline interview with him, and it was absolute gold. You have to go Google it. You
texted us, and I couldn't get to it in time to see it, but
oh man,
I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Oh man, he said that him and Little John are the ones that got them fired up to win that game because they won the PNC. That was part of it. But he gets
all those players know what the PNC is. I'm sure they were well aware of what was happening.
Yeah, so he went on a podcast over the I guess last week at some point in time, and he just starts kind of railing on. It's kind of one of those back in my day type deals where he talked about how that he believes he could outdrive Bryson basically at that point in time in his career. If he had the same stuff that Bryson had, he would be able to outdrive him as well.
Right.
And a lot of it hinged on the ball that they used back then, the balata. We hear it's like this legendary term that I've never played with it. I've never played with it.
You couldn't. I wish we could find some on eBay. The way you talk about your T-ball and keeping it in play.
It had a ton of spin, right?
Some of the scenes that you've given from the tee box and some of the sayings you've said after the ball has left your club, even though the rest of us haven't even seen it yet, and you've already announced to all of us, we know where it is. Oh, yeah. We know where it is already. That was the big thing to play with, the ball because around the green they were phenomenal. I mean, they were just fantastic. But yeah, there was a lot of spin. They were softer, so they didn't go quite as far. Tiger really was kind of the one that got out of the balata phase because he went the opposite. No. Nate, I've told you, if you don't stop,
I knew it was coming.
You're going to get a spanking.
Yeah. Dear gosh, Nate.
You're going to be in timeout. Nate's going to be in timeout.
All right. Keep going, Ben.
So Tiger's the one that basically went from playing the balata ball to he was kind of one of the ones that said, why the hell don't we play with a harder ball that has less spin? Because these things are going all over the place.
Yeah. The quicker your club speed goes, the more.
Yeah. It was one of those that actually, when you see the older guys, the older generation, when they have the smooth swing, but yet, and they're like, they just swing so smooth, but it goes just as far. Well, that's why they're not putting any spin on it. That's why. It's the whole reasoning, like when they say in high winds, try to swing slower so you put less spin on the ball.
Do I understand correctly? Like the balata ball had a liquid inside of it. Is that right?
No, it was a very soft rubber coating on the outside.
I think I heard Phil talk about this.
No, trust me, we cut plenty of them open seeing what all was inside of them.
Really?
He was messy. He was pulling your leg when you guys were talking.
Because he talked about how the ball in the middle would spin at a different rate as the outside. Like there's a ball in the middle, right, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there was some sort of suspension, and the ball when you hit it, the ball would spin inside. I mean, Phil said it. I mean, we can look it up. We can look it up. Phil describing why.
He may have said it, but there was no liquid on the inside.
Look it up.
Liquid resin.
But the thing that made the balata so like different, that was the soft cover on the outside. Like they would go through 4 and 5 balls around because they could cut them easily. Like, I mean, I mean, if you hit any sort of flop shot or anything, it just skint the ball all up until they had to throw it away and use another one. So it was the soft outside that created the spin. So I kind of see where Daly's going with that, but
yeah,
if you stand them side by side and look what one guy looks like and what the other guy looks like, I'm kind of going, JD.
I've got to take on this.
Hit
I've got to take on this. I don't think that Daly could hit it any further than Bryson with the different equipment. But I will say that you put Bryson back in 1995 with a blotted ball and a club face that has that much surface area on it. I don't know if Bryson can keep up with Daly back then.
I think Bryson would lose his mind.
Yeah,
trying to figure it out.
That because like hitting it that far and hitting it that pure with the clubs that they had, much less the ball, the clubs that they had. Like, go look at a wood from 1995.
Yeah,
you can't miss it. Now you could probably fit like 2.5 of the surface area from one of those drivers on a driver today.
Yeah, JD was one of the first to actually use like a metal wood. There were other guys playing in the tournament the tournaments that he won that were still playing alongside of him that were using persimmon. So he was one of the first ones to use the metal wood, and he could bomb it. But what he said in that article too is he said he was hitting 1-irons 300 yards. I don't remember that.
That's a 20 years later embellishment.
Yeah, I
that's a big fish deal.
Maybe 260, but 300 yards. Where he said, I mean, I was hitting my 1-iron further than Bryson hit some of his drives because he's only averaging 320. And I mean, there were times hitting my 1-iron 300 yards. I was like, I don't remember.
He said he carried it 300 yards, and then occasionally he would cut it 280.
Yeah, cut it 280.
Little butter cut 1-iron 280.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't remember. Like that would have been talked about a lot with me and my buddies being really into golf at that time. That's not something that was a thing. I mean, because your two longest hitters.
You didn't have all the tracking back then, though.
No, you didn't. But your two
not
longest
in the 60s
hitters
when you were growing up.
Yeah, exactly. Your two longest hitters were JD, and then when Tiger came along, I mean, those two guys, they talk about Tiger proofing golf courses. They were JD proofing golf courses too, because I mean, there were times where he would tee off and he would be 60, 70 yards ahead of his playing partner. So that was just demoralizing. But he didn't hit no 1-iron 300-yard carry. I can tell you. Yeah, Corey Pavin, Fred Funk, who hits 4-iron like 220, something like that.
John says, I'm the straightest long hitter that ever lived. That's what he said.
He did back that up by saying that was according to Tom Watson.
He is straight.
He does hit the ball really straight for sure. I don't know. Is it interesting? He was big in the press. Maybe he's trying to work himself into the PIP. I don't know. But the thing
is, we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
No, I would like for them to. It would be very cool since
for science.
They do these for science. If they should create some balata balls and let the pros test them out and just see. I'd be interested to see with Bryson's 220 mile per hour ball speed if it will go that far with a balata ball.
Bryson could easily debunk this. He could easily debunk this.
All he needs is a driving range and a dozen.
Get you a Dunlop, whatever that damn thing was. John Daly hit. Go find you some balata balls. You got a launch monitor and go rip some and prove him wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be some balata balls on eBay or something that you.
Oh,
just get your boy Kyle Berkshire to just Google it and he'll buy it for you.
He's probably got 3D printers or something that could put together a balata ball. I mean,
yeah.
Whoa. Easily. Bryson,
hey, talk to his buddies at NASA.
mean, all those science nerds, they'd be willing they'd make him some new ones, Kyle. They'd be like, you know what?
He's got a dude that spritzes his balls. Like they will go out of their way to find and make this thing happen.
Did that ever make you jealous back when y'all were?
He wasn't the ball spritzer.
Never. This has nothing to do with me and Bryson anymore.
What would be even better if Bryson went and did this and he fell in love with the balata ball because of how
started playing it. Now he plays the balata ball and they have to outlaw it.
Yeah.
It's probably already outlawed, but that's an easy. Hey, Bryson, we know you're listening. I know you're listening because you're still a little hurt about me leaving you high and dry, but hey, look, easy job, easy deal. Prove him wrong.
Yep.
Prove him wrong.
Also, I loved in the article how JD said that his ball speed was right at 220. I was like, bro, they didn't measure that back then. That was not a thing.
But they got a radar gun.
That only became a thing like recently.
Not that long.
Like Daly did not have 220. I'll just go ahead and put some cash on that. Give me the Betonline.ag line on that. He did not have 220.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. So John Daly, he won the PNC a couple of weeks ago. His Hogs won.
Now all of a sudden he can outdrive Bryson DeChambeau.
And he's hitting 1-irons 300 yards carry, Nate.
He got lit up on the sideline, which was precious. Yeah. Please go Google his sideline interview. It's great.
He didn't try to kiss a reporter, did he?
No, he didn't. And now he outdrives Bryce. I think it was Holly Rose. So she was saying. He's out driving Bryson. He's out driving Bryson. He had a big couple of weeks. So
yeah,
love John Daly.
He's out driving Bryson with a 1-iron, Kyle. Get it right. It's a 1-iron.
John, stay in the press. Stay in the press. Let's go. Little bit of housekeeping. Okay. It's a little slow. It's a little slow right now. We're gonna go 3 days a week. We're gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And in the gaps that we're not on, we're gonna really work on putting together more video content. So be on the lookout for more social media stuff, more video content. We've already got some stuff lined up that we may start shooting this week. Put some stuff out there, maybe some par 3 challenges, 1 club challenges, different stuff like that. Just stay tuned, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. So if you don't see us tomorrow, don't worry. We'll be back on Wednesday. Just going to trying to keep getting better. We want to
give you 3 banger episodes.
3 banger episodes and work to make them the best instead of just, trying to cram 5 in. We're going to do 3 really good episodes a week and some good video content. And we're going to have a ton of fun with this. 2022 is going to be great. Thank y'all for listening. We're going to keep this thing going.
Hey, with the content, go follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
All the socials.
Baby. Hey, and be on the lookout for a picture of me and Blaine Barber.
Yes. Yes. Be on the lookout. They played golf. We'll talk about that round maybe Wednesday. So,
okay.
Y'all take care. Episode 119, Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always
broken.